Hello there guys, welcome back to our channel and welcome back to another brand new video. Of course, this is our weekend daily games. Actually, if there's anything like that, Friday game on the 20th of February 2026. We're here to give you our predictions. Today we have 5 games for you guys accumulated to 6 odds. 5 games accumulated to 6 odds, so make sure you watch this video to the end. As usual, we'll try to give you our best predictions. Subscribe if you've not subscribed, hit the notification bell, leave your comments in the comment section, and remember that this video is sponsored by the Predict Football app, and you know where to get them. Go there, download and enjoy. Now let's get straight to our predictions. The first match we have here is in the Denmark Super Liga, the match between FC Nordsjælland versus Vejle BK. What do you guys think will happen in this game? Nordsjælland versus Vejle BK.
Well, games from thankfully the Danish League is back. I think it resumed a week or two ago, and they resumed from where they stopped by pouring in goals as we know them to. Thank God that the break didn't affect their legs.
It affected though. Their first match after resuming 0-0.
Most of the matches though actually
That's
goals.
it.
No, okay, maybe it was the cup. They played cup first after their resumption.
Yeah,
If you see 0-0s,
cup we always thought.
But the league games poured goals.
Yeah.
You know, at least most of them did. And
So Nordsjælland versus Vejle.
I think we are likely going to see a win for Nordsjælland, but I think probably sticking with goals will be better. Maybe staying.
For Vejle to score.
I don't know if Vejle will score or not.
If you stick with goals, that means you're saying Nordsjælland to score at least 3 goals.
Yes, that's my point. Nordsjælland will likely score up to 3 in the game. They may also concede, but I think they'll score up to 3 goals. So I think maybe we should just stick with maybe over 2.5 for this particular game.
Oh, okay, that's not bad.
this game is a game that we are playing. We should just play Nordsjælland straight win. It's based on recent form, based on everything.
I think there's nothing
they are better off than Vejle. Head to head.
Well, actually, the worst.
Last 5 times they've met, it's only the last, like the longest one that they played draw. The 4 most recent ones, Nordsjælland have won them. And this particular game, I still see no. In fact, Vejle's last 5 matches, they've drawn 1 and lost 4. Nordsjælland, okay, they've lost twice and won 3. And now, if you look at this Netherlands league, the way they arrange their league, they do playoff after the main league. So they have the championship group, people that are fighting for the league, and the relegation group. Obviously, Vejle are in the relegation group, but Nordsjælland, if they lose this match and the people below them win, which is Copenhagen, that will likely win, Nordsjælland will enter relegation group, which they will want to avoid.
Yeah,
So I just go with that straight win for Nordsjælland.
What you guys have said makes sense. What you said makes sense. Over 2.5 goals.
Score.
Over 2.5.
I said
goals.
I said we stick with goals.
That's what I'm saying. What he's saying is not bad because it's actually, if you look at it, you actually see that there are a lot of goals are poured out in this Denmark Super Liga. But for this particular game, for the sake that I don't trust that Vejle will score up to 2 goals, I want us to leave it as straight win for Nordsjælland because that's what is here. Nordsjælland to win, because in as much as I think Nordsjælland can play 2-0, I don't really trust Vejle to score. That's the problem I had. If it was Copenhagen, I would have gone with goals. So for this one, Nordsjælland versus Vejle BK, our prediction is Nordsjælland straight win. That's our prediction for that particular one. Very good odds actually. Nordsjælland straight win. The next one we have is in the Saudi Arabia Pro League, the second game. Remember I said 5 games, and this is number 2. Al Akdud Club versus Al Qatair. Al Akdud Club versus Al Qatair. Now Al Qatair, a team that I don't even need to say anything about Al Qatair. What do you guys think will happen?
You don't need to say anything about them. How?
I always back. They always win. In fact,
They always win, but they are not topping league.
For me, they're the best in Saudi.
They always
win.
win.
Not topping.
So, but they always win. Why are they not topping? They are no fault.
Are they not topping?
They are fault.
There was a mistake somewhere.
Mistake where?
Yes, check it.
In this particular game, I think they will win, but they don't always win. Their last 5, they've won only 3,
And
they've drawn 2.
Okay.
So that's it. Al Ukdud, they've hooked out in all their matches. Their last 5, they have 1 draw, which is their best result. So maybe Al Qatair will win, and I think Al Qatair alone will score at least 2 goals. So if we're not going with Al Qatair to win, we can go with Al Qatair to score 2 goals at least, and I'm okay.
What's your take, Mr. Chidera?
I think this game, like you said, Al Qatair should win this game. But I won't be going with goals. Looking at their last 3 games, they've actually scored one goal in each of the last 3 games. And I don't want to risk it and say that they will score 2 in this game. I think they'll win. So
their opponent lost 6-0 to Al Hilal.
They will score 5 in this game, but continue.
But they also lost by 1 goal in a few other matches. The fact is they lost. That's like the common factor. Whether they're losing by 3 or by 1, they lose. So what if the spirit then touches Akasia in this game and they only score one and win by that one, they'll be happy that they've won. They'll celebrate. While some of us out there will be, grunting our faces that we made them to score two. Yeah. So I think just sticking with one goal, or rather sticking with a win for them should be very okay.
Yeah, I think they will win.
Yeah.
Very good. Very good. Very good. Al-Qudud Club versus Al-Qadsiya. Straight win for Al-Qadsiya, obviously. This is a very easy pick, just like the first one, North Zealand, the very easy pick for us here. So our prediction for this one, Al-Qudud versus Al-Qadsiya. Al-Qadsiya straight win, also very good odds. Now we get into a little bit more trickier games. The third one is in the German 2 Bundesliga. The match between Greuther Fürth and Arminia Bielefeld. Greuther Fürth versus Arminia Bielefeld. Now, this is a game where I'll really like to hear what you guys say, your honest thoughts and predictions. So, who's ready to go first?
I think the game will end in both teams scoring. I don't know if Arminia Bielefeld, who are the supposed better team, will win, but I think both of these sides will score. Maybe Arminia Bielefeld will win them 2-1. That's my pick. Maybe.
Greuther Fürth are currently last.
Yeah.
While Armenia are somewhere around mid-table. But in Germany, sometimes the position doesn't matter, irrespective of the position. Sometimes the teams from the lower end ends up toppling the team that are above them, even if they are above them significantly. And I think there's a possibility that may happen in this game. But like he said, I think both sides score. I think Bielefeld will score. But I think there's a big tendency that they'll also consider against this Greuther Fürth side, because Greuther Fürth, even if they are, in the lower end of the league, they also know how to score goals too, even if they are losing. So I think that this game is probably a both teams to score kind of match. And even when you look at their head-to-head in recent years, I mean, earlier in the season when these two sides met, it was also go, both teams scoring. And surprisingly, Greuther Fürth won, even if they were the worst side. They won that game away from home and playing at home. You can't really bet against them not to win against this Arminia Bielefeld side. So I think it's just safer to go with both teams scoring, because that's a very big likelihood.
Okay, that's very good. Greuther Fürth for me, a team that I follow them every week. They lose. I don't know when last they won, but every week I follow them. They lose. They concede goals. Arminia Bielefeld, on the other hand, for me, are a team that scores. I see them as a team that scores goal. For my pick, I have two picks. I was very skeptical, so I just said, okay, let me bring the two picks here. The first one was for Bielefeld to score 2 goals, and then the second one is for them to score 1 goal.
Which one is Bielefeld to score 2 goals?
Yeah.
No, what happened to over 1.5? Like normal over 1.5?
It's too cheap.
How?
Normal over 1.5 is too cheap.
I wouldn't go with Bielefeld to score.
I won't even go with Bielefeld to score. This match, there's no point playing one particular team to score. The fact that they are above in the table does not guarantee that they will win, except they are first or second.
I actually think that playing Bielefeld to score just one is fine. I actually think this game has both sides scoring.
I think over 1.5 goals is finer than playing Bielefeld.
If you are doing over 1.5, Greuther Fürth won't be the only one scoring the 2 goals.
Why are you guys? Why do you think Greuther Fürth to score first? Like why?
I think they can score, but I don't
think
there will be. If there are 2 goals in this game,
it's just one game that both sides of them haven't scored.
The last
5 matches between Bielefeld and Greuther Fürth, both sides have scored usually 4, except one. I'm not doubting if the Arminia. What I said is I won't agree to play Arminia to score 2. That's what I said.
Here.
And I think there'll be over 1.5 goals in this game. So whether it is Arminia that scores the 2 for the 1.5, whether it is both teams to score, whichever way, I think it's a better pick to play over 1.5 in this particular match.
I think it's okay to play both teams to score, because I think both teams to score.
I think so too, but I don't want us to just pick only Arminia Bielefeld to score 1 goal. I don't too like that.
So you guys are going to go with over 1.5?
1.5 is okay. I mean,
just for safety. If not, like he said, both teams to score.
Over 1.5 is. Don't you guys think like over 2.5 is better for this game?
Over 1.5.
We are not looking at the highest odd available. We just want to win. Nothing else.
and we will win.
We are not looking at.
My pick. I actually picked over 2.5, but I can reduce it to over 1.5. If I reduce it to over 1.5, it's safer, but it drastically brings down the odds.
Let's leave it there.
Over 1.5.
Yes.
You guys are okay with the over 1.5?
Very okay with it.
Okay. Arminia Bielefeld. Greuther Fürth versus Arminia Bielefeld. We'll go with over 1.5 goals as our pick for this particular one. Over 1.5 goals. Now the next one we have is the match between Brest and Marseille in the France Ligue 1. The match between Brest and Marseille in the France Ligue 1. What do you guys think about this particular one? What do you guys think will happen in this one?
Well, before we begin, I'd like to ask. You said Brest and Marseille. Yeah. I'd like to ask: are Brest in good shape? Are they?
Their Brest they are in shape, but not the best shape.
Okay, they're not in best shape. Oh, super.
And Marseille also not in the best shape. So this is
nobody cares about Marseille. I'm focused on Brest.
Why will you be focused on Brest as a man?
Oh well, the answer is very obvious. So I don't have to explain.
Last weekend, Brest were able to hold their stand against Lille.
They
stood firm.
Yes,
they stood firm against
Lille, and they were away from home.
Oh,
and now they are home. And their last home match was against Lorient.
And usually at home they are more comfortable.
Yes.
Brest is usually comfortable
at home. Relaxed at home. Yeah, I get.
So I think for this game, Brest are going to score Marseille, and Marseille are going to score Brest. So maybe both teams to score.
Both teams to score.
Because like you said, Brest are firm at home.
Yes, I agree with that. I think that why are Brest confusing me? Okay, yeah, Brest will score. I think Brest will score. I also think that Marseille will score. Marseille have a tendency of conceding, and against any team, well, not any team, but most teams, Marseille do concede even if they score. They outscore many teams, and I don't know if this game against Brest will be one of those games where they will outscore Brest, but I think they will concede, and I think they will score against Brest. Marseille find it very, very difficult keeping the clean sheet, especially when they go away from home in the league. And I think this game against Brest is a game where they will concede. I've said it before and I'm saying it again. They will concede and they will score. So I think both teams to score is very okay for this.
Both teams to score is very, very okay.
Quick stats: in the last 5 home matches of Brest, they've only lost 1 and they've won 4, including winning Monaco at home and drawing with Lyon, and they also won Metz. So Brest are good at home.
Like I said, they stand very firm at home.
That's good. Actually, I picked over 1.5 goals for this one. Brest.
Why not both teams to score?
Over 1.5 is for me. It's way safer pick than both teams to score. I can go here now and Brest to win 2-0 and go and rest.
You said 1.5
over 1.
Okay,
that's 2 goals.
That's really, really, really safe. But I think both sides will score. I think both sides will score.
Let's hope that both sides score. But over 1.5 goals is the pick for this particular one. Brest versus Marseille. Now the last pick I have, or the last match I have actually, is in Italia Serie B. Italia Serie B, the match between Frosinone and Empoli. Frosinone and Empoli. That's the last pick I have here today for Friday. Our odds has been reduced to 4 odds, 5 odds. It's still very good. So, what do you guys think will happen?
Between these two sides, Frosinone are the better placed side, and Empoli are a team that I won't say they are bad, but because they are around mid-table, but they are not as good as Frosinone when it comes to form as well as position.
Like Empoli are bad though, in form.
They are bad, how? But they are 11th.
They are 11th. They are 11th. They're not that
They've
bad.
not won any game in the last 5 to 6 matches.
But they are still
won a match.
They are still 11.
Their last 5 away matches, they've won twice.
I'm saying,
though they lost 3.
What I'm saying is that they are not on the level of Frosinone when it comes to position. But
they're not even close.
They're not that
I think
bad.
if we are predicting this game, we should go with Frosinone to score, because Frosinone have consistently scored at home.
They will score in every match.
In their home, yeah, they scored in every match, but especially at home, they always do not fail to score. And since they have very reasonable amount of odds, we should just pick Frosinone to score, because this league can be unpredictable sometimes. If you can go with Frosinone to win, and Frosinone will do what is in their mind, which is not what is in your own mind.
Well, I think we can go with 2 things here. I think we could go with Frosinone to win or draw, or Frosinone to score.
Frosinone to score,
because they're at home. Like he said, they are really good. They've scored in all but one of like 11 or so matches they've played at home this season, and they've won most of the games at home as well. So I think that this game, in fact, they've won all but 2 goals. They've lost only twice at home this season, and those are against really good sides like Monza and Venezia. But I don't think Empoli will be able to go to their home and win them. So I think maybe a win or draw for Frosinone is very, very okay for this game.
Yeah, that's fine. Frosinone Empoli, the pick here is actually Frosinone to score. Frosinone over 0.5.
Very okay.
Goals.
Very okay.
That's the pick. Frosinone over 0.5 goals. Quick recap for you guys. The first match we talked about was in the Danish Super Liga, the match between FC North Zealand and DLBK. North Zealand to win, that was the pick. The second one in Saudi Arabia Pro League, Al Uqdoud Club versus Al Qadsiya. Of course, Al Qadsiya to win that one. And then the third one, Gruzia Fort versus Armenia Bielefeld, over 1.5 goals. And then in France Ligue 1, Brest versus Marseille, over 1.5 goals as well. And then the last one, Frosinone versus Empoli, Frosinone over 0.5 goals. Very good game. Very easy, simple games. What do you guys think? Any final thoughts?
Fingers crossed. Hopefully all the games will play and will boom this weekend for this Friday, because I think all the games are very well booked, and they actually look very feasible, and hopefully they'll all play.
That's very good. So thank you for watching our videos. We'll see you in the next one.
Before you leave, do not forget, please do well to share our videos, do well to like. Also, like he said from the beginning, do well to subscribe if you've not already done that, and also leave your comments in the comment section. Tell us what you think. You can ask questions, you can banter, you can interact, and like I said, you can banter, but please do that very respectfully. So until the next video, guys, see you, and a very big good luck. Bye.